Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Anna sat in her apartment with Spinelli as he utilized his miraculous computer skills to locate Charlotte and Valentin. Carly soon came, asking why Anna summoned her. Carly replied she would do all she could to help find Valentin. Including planting a bug on Jack Brennan? Anna asked. Carly didn't think she could accomplish it, but Anna was positive Carly was the lady for the job. You're one of the few people that he trusts, Anna added. She was sure that Valentin could only have managed without a trace with WSB support. Carly argued that Brennan was her buddy and had helped Anna flee from Africa. Anna warned Carly that Brennan couldn't be trusted. Carly finally consented to place the bug but insisted she was only doing it to prove Anna incorrect. Anna didn't care why Carly was doing it as long as they obtained the facts they needed. While Anna requested Carly to help her find Charlotte, Jason was on the same objective. He barged into Brennan's office and accused him of lying when he said that he didn't know where Valentin was. Jason advised Brennan that Lulu's family was going to do everything they could to find Valentin and Charlotte, therefore it was best if Brennan just came clean. Jason had an idea. Get in touch with him. You tell Valentin I'll meet him wherever he wants. He gives me Charlotte and I bring her home. I'm not going to track him. I won't try to bring him in. I won't even touch him, Jason remarked. After Jason left, Carly barged in but only discovered the deputy director in Brennan's chair. Brennan returned and begged for some time alone with Carly. Brennan knew why Carly was there and told her he didn't know where Valentin was. Carly then asked for a drink of water. When Brennan turned his back to pour her one, she stuck the insect behind a chair in his office. Back at Anna's apartment, Jason returned and told her about the offer he made Brennan. He'd leave Valentin alone as long as he handed over Charlotte. When Spinelli strolled into the living room talking about equipment, Jason was worried. Anna revealed that she had Spinelli set up a bug that Carly would plant in Brennan's office. As soon as Jason heard Carly was involved, he felt frightened, knowing that Carly typically makes a mess of things. Spinelli diffused the fight and reminded Jason everyone was on the same side, which was bringing Charlotte home to live with Lulu. Anna pointed out that she didn't push Carly to do anything. Carly wanted to do what she could for Lulu. Jason concerned that Carly was in danger because she thought she could trust Brennan. What happens when Brennan finds the bug and figures out Carly's the one who planted it? Jason asked. Carly quickly returned so Jason could instruct her to stay away from Brennan. Carly insisted she did her job perfectly and Brennan would never detect the virus. Carly told them she put it in the perfect position, but Anna had to reveal that it's regular practice for the WSB to sweep offices looking for listening devices. Carly was nervous at first, but then claimed that things would be all right since Jack isn't the monster you think he is. Jason wasn't as confident as Carly. Spinelli then called out that Brennan had made a call. Jason, Anna, and Carly listened as Brennan told Valentin that Lulu was awake and Jason had promised to let Valentin go in exchange for Charlotte. Carly looked angry since she wasn't able to prove she was right about her new acquaintance. Dante surprised Sonny at his office because he needed to talk to someone. Sonny immediately understood this was all about Lulu's grand awakening. Dante assured Sonny he was right, but Dante was still at a loss. I'm just trying to figure out what life looks like now, he added. Dante asked Sonny's counsel on integrating families, pointing out, you've got all these kids from different relationships. Dante had no idea how to deal with the 3 kids he and Sam were raising. How do I deal with the fact that Rocco's over the moon that his mom is back and Danny and Scout are still grief-stricken after losing theirs? Sonny asked Dante what it was like seeing Lulu again. It was like the pieces of a puzzle fitting together, but like an old one because everything's different now, Dante remarked. He worried about what he would do now. What if Lulu wanted Rocco to remain with him sometimes? What does he do about Sam's 2 kids? Sonny told Dante to slow down and not get ahead of himself. Dante agreed that it was terrible to feel cheerful after Sam had just died, but he understood why Rocco was on cloud 9. Sonny then suggested Dante to arrange big family dinners with all the kids. Curtis stopped at TJ and Molly's apartment at TJ's behest. When Curtis walked in, TJ showed him the cleared-out living room. Molly moved out. "She's gone," TJ regretfully remarked. Curtis remarked at how nice Molly left everything, but TJ wasn't surprised because that was Molly. TJ was still irritated that Molly was refusing to grieve. "Now our relationship's ending, and she calmly packs up her things and leaves," TJ continued incredulously. Curtis had some words of wisdom for his nephew. "One thing about ending a relationship is that you always end up angry at someone you care about," Curtis stated. TJ insisted he wasn't mad, but he didn't know how to stop caring. Curtis reminded TJ that this might only be a temporary pause, but TJ disagreed. Curtis then proposed that they change the furniture to hide reminders of Molly, but when they moved a chair, Curtis found Molly's 2012 journal from when she first met TJ. Molly began lugging boxes inside Alexis' residence. Alexis suggested Molly to take a break, but Molly wanted the distraction so she wouldn't dwell about her heartbreak. "If I stop moving, I will fall apart," Molly said. A heated and furious Molly commented on the quarrel she had with TJ the night before. He didn't like that she didn't grieve the baby the same way he did, which made her upset at herself. "I was too focused on controlling my emotions and throwing myself into work, and I couldn't be there for the boy who I have loved since I was 16, Molly said. Alexis moved the subject to Ava and Christina. Alexis underlined that nobody could have stopped Christina from going to Ava's hotel room that day as a way of reminding Molly that she couldn't control every scenario. She also brought up Molly's final moments with Sam. "I understand that your last words with Sam were not what you wanted them to be, and you conveyed that remorse with your sister. One thing I want to say to you that I should have stated is that I know Christina holds a lot of culpability for the breach between the two of you, but when I encouraged you to make peace with your sister, it is not me saying that Christina is right," Alexis underscored. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Molly opened it to discover TJ standing there holding her journal. He handed it to her but told Molly that he didn't read it. They both admitted that they would always love one another before TJ quickly left. Molly then broke down in Alexis' arms. Christina contacted Natalia at the deception office to praise her for perjuring herself on the stand. If the court and the jury actually heard what had really happened, that would have helped the defense, Christina added. Natalia denied committing perjury and stated she only told the truth as she recalled it. Christina wanted to make sure that she was recalling the accident the way Natalia did. She wondered if she recalled that wrong, then maybe she was recalling what happened in Ava's hotel room inaccurately too. Natalia and Christina chatted some more until Christina received a phone call with the news. The jury was back with a verdict. General Hospital, the week of December 9th to 13th, 2024. Be sure to tune in to ABC each weekday to watch how it all plays out. Liz and Lucky get nostalgic. Laura receives a guest. Dax gets a holiday treat. Sonny makes Christina an offer. Molly examines Alexis's proposal. Brennan confronts Carly. Nina issues a warning. Curtis tests Drew. Kai surprises Trina. Sasha informs Maxie. Anna conducts an interrogation. Curtis makes a confession. Drew seeks Nina's assistance. Dex reassures Jocelyn. Isaiah delivers good news with Jordan. Tensions rise at the Quartermain Christmas party. Ava and Rick encounter an unwanted surprise. Christina brainstorms. Sonny and Natalia rejoice. Tracy makes a faux pas. Elizabeth is baffled. Trina seeks out Kai. Drew is in the hot seat. Jocelyn gets life-changing news. Carly runs interference. With Christina questioning if she's been recalling what happened in Ava's hotel room wrong the whole time, the judge is set to issue its verdict. Ava and Rick appear in the courtroom with Christina and TJ anxious to learn if she would go to jail for killing the kid that was biologically theirs. Sonny, Alexis, and Molly are there for emotional support, but Molly already knows in her heart that the entire sad affair was an accident. Ava is also due to make a demand on Friday. Does that indicate the jury finds her innocent and she wants an apology? Molly also finds herself pleading with Christina. She may ask her sister to finally accept the reality no matter how hard it is. She slipped and fell and Ava did not force her out the window. While Ava is in court, Trina is holding down the fort at the Jerome Gallery when Kai stops by in a suit. He seems to have offended Trina again and wonders how he can make things up to her. Has Trina finally discovered another boy who wants to treat her like a queen the same way Spencer did? Elizabeth is going about her job as head nurse as if she is not being investigated for negligence that caused Sam's death. She is sure that she did everything she was supposed to when Sam was in her care, but that doesn't guarantee the hospital will be as sure. Liz makes it her job to get to the bottom of what really happened and learn if foul play was involved. Will she find herself in danger if she receives the answers she is seeking for? Lois makes another appearance advertising dissection items on the Home and Heart channel, but something goes awry that causes anxiety for Brooklyn and Maxie. While Lois appears on air with Haven, a caller wonders what happened to Lois' Brooklyn accent and wonders if she is ashamed of where she came from. Our thoughts and feelings do not hold us accountable for the events that transpired. He tells her he understands. They will both remember today because Sam gave his mother the most priceless present ever. Dante is asked what he can do by Sunny. Explain to me how I will manage without her. He is alive because of Sam. She assisted him in rebuilding his life and overcoming his PTSD. Sunny recalls his feelings of fear and gratitude for Sam's assistance. Even though it took some time, we were able to give each other another chance. Sunny claims that he is in a different place today, and now, we're here for you, even if he is unsure of how he will overcome this. Sunny tells him, this is incorrect, but Dante and Sam were right together, and that's beautiful. And he is aware that a part of Dante longs to stay forever. There is, Dante acknowledges. Because he must begin living without Sam after he passes away. He informs his father that he proposed right before Sam passed away. Sunny is aware of her response. They already had everything, which is why Dante waited so long, but he still desired more. He desired to marry her. Now it's all for nothing, even though it was amazing. Sunny touches Dante on the shoulder. Alexis abruptly gets up from the couch and starts to breathe heavily. I know I should be consoling you right now, but I'm unable to do so. I am unable to. She sobs, and Christina and Molly look on helplessly. She tears when they ask her to explain what happened because she simply doesn't know. I'd rather not sit down. I have no desires. All I want is the return of my daughter. Her children aren't intended to be lost. She draws Christina and Molly in once more. Molly is appalled to learn that she and Christina were fighting the last time the four of them were together as they recline on the couch. No regrets, it's okay, adds Alexis. Now, they have nothing else. They will always and forever be in love with one another. Scout is sitting on the floor sketching their family when Drew finds them. Sam, Rocco, her, and the nanny. He assures her that she can discuss anything with him, including her mother. He will always tell her the truth. Is Mommy truly gone now? Yes, he replies, despite his want to respond otherwise to her question. Now, what will happen? Who will transport me to school and prepare my lunch? Although she has a lot to figure out, Drew assures her that she is not alone. Her entire family adores her and will stop at nothing to support her. But my mom is what I want. He would stop at nothing to reunite with her. He acknowledges that it will be difficult, but he will always be there for her. Although he is aware that things have changed, her mother will always be by her side. She loves her, and even after death, love endures. Scout is happy that her father is present. Danny informs Carly that his mother usually sorted Scout's Halloween candy on the coffee table of the Quartermaines. He's okay when she asks whether he needs assistance. He will take care of Scout because it is his responsibility to do so. Danny acknowledges that he was concerned about his mother the entire time even before he knew when Carly inquires about how the trick or treatment went. Scout's costume was never shown to Sam. He admits that he may have sensed something was off during their trick-or-treating, but he never imagined his mother could pass away. Carly helps him work through his emotions. Carly claims that despite his apprehension, he used trick-or-treating to give her the gift of a joyful memory. He describes how his mother loved peanut butter cups and how he used to strive to get extra to give to her. "May I give you a hug?" Carly queries. He nods, and she agrees, reminding him that he has a lot of people who genuinely care about him. As the play comes to a close, Maxie watches in silence as Jason hugs a sobbing Spinelli at the door before departing. As Spinelli sobs, the shocked pair pulls each other in for an embrace as they part ways. Molly and Christina agree to accompany Alexis when she claims she must return to the hospital. When Molly receives a signal that Sam's lunch service is ready, she loses it once more. Sonny tells Dante that all these would-haves will drive him insane, and Dante is angry that he waited so long to pop the question. He will overcome this, even if it will be difficult and frightening. It is difficult to think of everything he will never see, do, or hear from her. Now that Lulu Spencer was awake, Dante Falconeri went to Sunny Corinthos for help, according to the General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, December 5th. While Danny Morgan and Scout Quartermain were still grieving the loss of Sam McCall, Rocco Falconeri was ecstatic, making it difficult for Dante to know how to balance things. Sunny, however, believed that there was space for a range of emotions and urged Dante to allow everyone, including himself, to experience what they needed to. Jordan Ashford received updates on Isaiah Gannon's decision to take a full-time GH offer when he showed up in his office. Jordan flirted with Isaiah a little and insisted on helping him negotiate a better bargain. Jordan accepted the invitation to supper after Isaiah made it friendlier. Christina Corinthos Davis praised Natalia Ramirez for taking her place on the stand at Deception. When Christina began to worry that her memory of her hotel encounter with Ava Jerome was incorrect, Natalia remarked that Sunny had a reputation for lying. Natalia hoped she could take back her nasty remarks after reflecting on the recording Ava made and how it led to this situation. Since she wanted she could go back in time to the day she fell out of the window, Christina related to having regrets. Natalia said Christina would have loved having a grandchild because she had been considering raising her daughter with Blaze, also known as Allison Allie Rogers. Christina received a call on her phone informing her that the jury had returned with Ava's judgment. When Curtis Ashford visited TJ Ashford to see how he was doing, he discovered that Molly Lansing Davis had moved out. According to Curtis, TJ might eventually find a way to become friends with Molly or perhaps reconcile with her. In any case, Curtis didn't want TJ's rage to confine him to something he couldn't reverse about Molly. TJ chose to return one of Molly's journals to her at Alexis Davis's house after discovering it on the floor. Molly then brought boxes into Alexis' house, where she confided in her mother that she blamed herself for a lot of things, including her recent encounter with Sam being related to her conflict with Christina. Alexis took a moment to admit that Molly was hurt by Christina's behavior, therefore she wasn't arguing that Christina was correct to encourage Molly to reconcile with her. TJ admitted to Molly that he hadn't read the lost journal when he dropped it off. Before he went, Molly and TJ enjoyed a romantic moment and declared their eternal love since she still knew he wouldn't do it. After the door was shut, Molly started crying, so Alexis drew her in. When Carly Spencer got to Anna Devane's house, Damian Spinelli was already there, assisting with Valentin Cassadine's hunt. Carly was perplexed, but Anna clarified her suspicion that Jack Brennan was concealing Valentin. At first, Carly objected to Anna's suggestion that she put a bug in Brennan's office. To show Anna was mistaken about Brennan, Carly eventually agreed to place the bug after some persuasion. Jason Morgan claimed at Brennan's office that Brennan was lying when he claimed not to be aware of Valentin's whereabouts. Jason intended to pick up Charlotte Cassadine himself because Lulu was awake and needed her kid back, and he promised Brennan that he would release Valentin. Carly arrived after Jason left and discussed Lulu's waking with Brennan. Brennan got Carly some water when she asked for it, but he insisted he had no idea where Valentin was. Carly had an opportunity to place the bug beneath Brennan's desk as a result. Carly apologized for constantly requesting things, but she did admit that Brennan always seemed to be able to pull it off. Brennan whispered to himself that he was not as good as Carly thought he was after she referred to him as a decent man and walked away. Colette Gerard appeared and cautioned Brennan that the easiest way to get burned was to use his skills for personal purposes. he went back to Anna's apartment with Jason, and when he learned that Carly was off planting a bug, he snapped. After returning, Carly discovered that the WSB conducted routine office sweeps, which she felt would have been helpful to know in advance. Since Brennan was making a call, Spinelli caught everyone's attention when Jason expressed concern that Brennan would discover the bug and realize Carly was responsible. Brennan asked Valentin what he wanted to do after calling him to inform him of Lulu's awakening and the chance to bring Charlotte back. As Brennan informed Valentin, Spinelli, Carly, Jason, and Anna all listened. According to General Hospital spoilers, Brennan will undoubtedly discover that Carly installed the listening device, so stay tuned for our predictions of all the mayhem. Gio meets Lulu, James is frightened, and Rick dominates the courtroom with 2 fresh testimonies. What will happen this week on General Hospital? We were preparing for Ava and Christina's significant trial last week. Which side do you support? We know it will be a doozy with Rick in it. Rick isn't afraid to use every tactic in the book to get his client off when Ava's trial begins. Rick conceals a secret while witness after witness gives testimony. What do you think it is? Jordan is taken aback by what Curtis tells her, and Lucky doesn't think twice about confronting Cyrus. We're hoping that shortly, it will be revealed that he killed Sam. In the weekly spoiler video, Rick accuses Christina of lying, Lulu disappears, and Ava's trial begins. The GH recap for Monday. The trial of Ava starts. It's Christina who speaks. Michael moves in Drew's direction. Lulu takes a chance. Curtis lets Jordan in. The situation for Alexis and her girls is becoming increasingly more tense. Sam is being buried, but they are not harboring any resentment toward Rick. Their daughter might turn against him while he and his ex battle it out. Lucky is still undecided about whether Port Charles is the right place for him, but Liz's recent turmoil might persuade him to stay. In the weekly spoiler video, Danny snaps at Lucas, Lulu awakens, and Sam is buried by her family and friends. According to General Hospital teasers for Friday, December 6th, there will be drama since Deception will be making another appearance on Home and Heart. Maxie Jones will take their efforts to increase sales seriously after Brooklyn Quartermain tells her that they need to bring out the big guns. Lois Chirulo will make good use of all the dialect skills she has learned. Lois will speak without any indication of her Bensonhurst heritage because she learned how to speak without her typical accent for Deception appearances like this one. Lois will quickly learn, though, that you can't satisfy everyone. Lois used to receive criticism for her accent, but now she will receive criticism for letting it go. On the air, someone will ask Lois if she feels ashamed of her background. Lois may ultimately determine that she simply needs to be herself and have faith that it will be sufficient to sell Deception items to their clientele. Kai Taylor will once again be held accountable for Trina Robinson's grade being derailed at the gallery. Kai will still try to find a way to make things right with Trina, even though he is now contributing to their art history project. As Trina discovers Kai is a lot deeper guy than she had previously believed, our predictions suggest that flying sparks are about to fly. Elizabeth Baldwin will reveal to someone at GH that she was Sam McCall's nurse on the day of her death. Lois learned how to speak without her usual accent for Deception visits like this one, hence she will speak without any sign of her Bensonhurst background. Still, Lois will pick things fast and realize that you cannot please everyone. Lois used to get comments on her accent, but now she would get comments on her letting it go. Someone on the show will question Lois whether she feels embarrassed of her origins. Eventually Lois might find that she only needs to be herself and believe it will be enough to sell Deception products to their target market. Kai Taylor will once more answer for Trina Robinson's grade being disrupted at the gallery. Even today, Kai is helping Trina with her art history project. He will still try to make things right with her. Our forecasts indicate that sparks are about to fly as Trina learns Kai is a lot deeper guy than she had thought. Elizabeth Baldwin will tell someone at GH that on the day of Sam McCall's death she was her nurse. Liz is going on a mission to understand more about Sam's overdose and how her awful destiny could have occurred. Brad Cooper will be relieved to discover that Lucas Jones is safe and to receive updates on the autopsy results. Brad will contact Lucas and perhaps offer to hang out, but Lucas might find it not a great idea. Stella Henry will question Portia Robinson while Lucas attempts to establish limits with Brad. Stella will surely have questions after hearing Portia mention someone committing a huge misstep. As she is ready to hear her decision, Ava Jerome will then have a demand, and she can urge Rick Lansing to ensure that it is met. Ava and everyone else in the courtroom will soon find out her destiny because the jury has returned. In her plea to Christina Corinthos Davis, Molly Lansing Davis might implore Christina not to lose her mind if things don't turn out the way she wants them to. As she awaits word in court, Christina will keep on to her father's commitment because Sonny Corinthos has told her that Ava would pay anyway. According to General Hospital spoilers, there will be some shocks in the courtroom, so pay attention. According to General Hospital previews for Tuesday, November 5th, Molly Lansing Davis will address Sam McCall's passing with TJ Ashford and realize that she's not sure how much more she can bear. Molly will be even more distraught by Sam's passing than she was by the death of their newborn child earlier this year. In other places, over the phone, Christina Corinthos Davis will call someone and confess that she needs them. Given that her brother has recently supported her, Christina may desire to rely on Michael Corinthos. Michael might get updates from Christina on Sam's horrible destiny and her coping strategies. According to GH predictions, Michael may expose the story of his affair with Sasha Gilmore Corbin after learning that Willow Corinthos had kissed Drew Quartermaine. Christina will also uncover something that appalls her. Ava Jerome will then apologize, allowing her to once more regret cutting her friendship with Nina Reeves. Ava would surely want to continue their improved friendship now that she and Nina are on better terms. Ava will be afraid, though, that if Nina isn't careful, she might harm her blossoming relationship with Willow. In the preview video on Tuesday, Ava urges Nina against allowing a man to undermine her ties with her daughter. Ava will want Nina to move on from Drew and concentrate entirely on maintaining the progress she has made with Willow. Naturally, Scout Quartermaine is on Drew's thoughts a lot right now because she is mourning Sam's departure. Carly Spencer will provide Drew a lot of love and encouragement as he discloses to her that he has no idea how he will raise his daughter. Willow, however, will be unhappy with Sasha for breaching her trust and divulging to Cody Bell. Willow will be highly harsh of Sasha because her confession caused a lot of commotion. Sasha will become upset and eventually insist that Willow is totally to fault. Willow should not have kissed Drew in the first place if she didn't want anyone to know that she was doing so. However, Sasha's condemnation of Willow in this way is a bit hypocritical considering that she was the one who slept with Michael while intoxicated. Robert Scorpio will have to deal with Diane Miller's revelation. Diane will affirm that she isn't kidding when Robert asks if she is. They might be talking about anything else because it's impossible to suppose Robert would think Diane was making a joke about Sam's death. Will Diane break up with Robert after knowing of Holly and Robert's kiss? In any event, Diane and Jason Morgan will also have a lengthy talk on Tuesday's show. That will lead to a conversation about Sam's demise and all of the memories she left behind. Finally, our forecasts indicate that this concerns Sasha's snatching since Carly will grow worried. Carly watches as Jen Sidwell and his team storm into the Quartermaine mansion to capture Sasha in GH's weekly promo. According to General Hospital spoilers, Sasha's bond with Holly will put her in significant danger, so tune in for all the wonderful news that lies ahead. Monday, November 4th, 2024, Danny and Carly lament over losing Sam, Alexis sobs with her girls, and Holly and Robert chat about what may have been. Recap of Friday's GH. As the rest of Sam's family found out she was going, Dante bid her farewell. Holly asks Robert in his office if he is breaking their relationship with her because she has refused to give him his daughter. Although he is unaware of what would happen next, he does not want her to vanish. She had no malicious purpose, yet she is aware that she was dishonest. He thinks so. It was Holly's desire that they could reconcile. She would eventually have to tell him the truth, he's sure. She now understands it and regrets not giving him the truth when she initially found he was still alive. Although he understands, he is doubtful if he can cope with it. The prospect of him loathing her is too much for Holly to handle. He informs her that he forgave her when she reminisces about one of their arguments. She ought to have predicted that he would do so again. According to Holly, she believes in him but not in herself. She's not cut out for reality, she's simply for scammers. She's not very good at being domestic. She didn't want to bother him with her hectic existence. She believes that leaving would be best for her. She must tell him that she has never loved anyone more if this is their final farewell. They share a kiss. Rocco confides in Laura about his sentiments of remorse in the General Hospital chapel. He tears as he reveals that if it came to it, he would have wanted his mother to survive than Sam. It has now occurred. She reassures him that Sam didn't die as a result of communicating that thought. That isn't how it operates. He recounts with her how he and Sam exchanged a unique handshake. How could he have thought what he did, given how lovely she was? He is persuaded by the mayor that he is not to blame for this. She reiterates that their feelings and thoughts are not to fault. Laura reminds him that Sam gave Lulu the most priceless present imaginable. They will remember her that way. They pray for Sam and light a candle. What can I do? Sonny asks his kid. Dante asks, tell me how I'm going to survive without her. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.